Hey everyone, the joys of working from home. Hi Shellen, how are you this evening or this morning, wherever you are?
Yes. Only 9:30 here. And yes, my usually quiet sleeping dog somehow is barking in the background. So yes, welcome to live.
I love it. I love it. The joys. So tonight or this morning, depending on where you are in the world, we're going to talk about the 5 reasons you should learn and upskill in AI. A really, really important topic for this moment in time. So I'm going to share my screen. We've got a few slides ready for you.
This is a really exciting time. Just artificial intelligence is moving so quickly, and I'm thrilled that we're going to be able to share the information today.
Absolutely. Right then, give me 1 second. It's always the way, isn't it? When you go to share, you think, oh, where's that slide gone?
Yes. And there's so many reasons really to embrace AI. And it's been a lot of fun for us at Supermums working to find an offering that would give the community a great way to learn about AI and connect it into Salesforce and really be shared in a way that's easy to learn and easy to implement. So that was something that's been a lot for us to look at. I'm excited to share really the top reasons to think about it. And there's so many.
And I still can't find this slide. And I'm sorry about that.
No
I don't know why I can't
worries.
find it. That's just crazy. I've got it on my
No,
screen, so I'm just going to present.
no worries at all. Well, why don't
That's
I share, as you're finding it and getting it set up, why don't I just share some of the things that we think are so important about why embracing AI makes a lot of sense. And honestly, part of it is, we welcome everyone in our community, but we are here on a mission to support women and mothers to get skilled up into Salesforce and finding those well-paid and flexible jobs. And the reality is that AI is already an incredibly in-demand skill set that's just going to become bigger and bigger and bigger. But we also believe that it is about empowerment and representation as well, because obviously as women, we make up half of the world. But when you look at who is currently in AI and the realm of AI, it is heavily male dominated. And we want to make sure that the technology and the training and the use cases are really applicable to women. And oh, perfect, you have the slide deck, so we'll get that started.
okay. So I just need to do the slideshow, and from the beginning. Right, there we go. So I can no longer see anyone. So I'm just going to go with it. I don't know. Can you see me still?
Yes, we can see you great. And we want to make sure to get everyone, welcomed. Please drop a comment about where in the world you're joining us from. Please feel free to put in questions, add comments, share any resources. And as we go, we'll answer some questions. And then at the end, we're going to just share a little bit of perspective with you. But at the end, we'll have plenty of time to answer any of your remaining questions and answers. And on the off chance we don't have an answer, we'll certainly get one and pop it back in here and share it with the group.
Absolutely. And even if you see this show afterwards and you want to add some questions in, please feel free to, because we will check in straight after as well. So here we are today with our slides that we finally got on. So top 5 reasons why you should learn AI skills. I mean, obviously it is, as we know, a huge topic for women learning AI. And what we've got today for you is the 5 compelling reasons for women to learn AI skills. So I think if you want to take that on, Shellen.
Yes, absolutely. And like I was saying earlier about empowerment and representation, it's so important that we take this opportunity to embrace AI and be part of the conversation and the development of this technology.
Absolutely, without a doubt, for sure. Okay.
Yes, and another compelling reason is making sure that by learning AI, participating in the conversations, really getting involved in the entrepreneurial side of this as well, it will ensure that this technology is designed with diverse perspectives and making sure that we are addressing the needs and the priorities of women around the world.
Absolutely. So career opportunities.
Yes, and with career opportunities, and at Supermums, that is the foundation of why we are here. And AI and machine learning are really among the fastest growing sectors in the tech industry. And within Salesforce, just 3 weeks ago or so was the Salesforce Dreamforce conference, one of the largest conferences in the world. And it had really just leaned right into AI. There were over 230 individual sessions that were AI related just in the Salesforce sector. And as a company, Salesforce has created a really significant venture capital firm, and they're investing in companies that are pursuing AI solutions. So it is a very compelling reason, and it's really the compelling reason for all of us here at Supermums.
Absolutely. So I'll take number 4 then, perhaps. So obviously, when you're looking at the numbers as well, acquiring AI skills can open doors to high-paying jobs, which is obviously ultimate. Everybody wants their financial stability. So, startup opportunities and leadership positions, you have to get the certs to be able to move forward with this. And of course, you need the knowledge as well. So in terms of number 5, of the slides we've put together, compelling reasons are important to move forward. So tackling global challenges, which is again another really poignant subject and topic for everyone to talk about. AI has the potential to address many global challenges, from obviously healthcare, climate change, and women, as we know, obviously not just women, but I will caveat that, but women can bring unique perspectives and solutions to these issues through AI. So what are the topics covered in this training course? So perhaps you'd like to take that one, Shellen.
Yes. So we are really proud and excited to be partnering with AI Force on an offering, and it's with Supermums AI Force. Many of you may be familiar with Mark Wood's AI Force course, and it is very much around the topics that we need to fully utilize the benefits of AI and GPT technology for career growth. So Supermums is really creating a unique way of tackling this content that we think is going to be really exciting and supportive for the community.
Absolutely. And I think, on from that, with Mark Good partnering up with Heather, I mean, it's just huge. I mean, Chat GPT, we're using native, we're using all of the different AI technologies now. And it's just so good that they've come together to be able to put this course together. So what is covered in the course, Shellen?
Yes, and I had a sneak peek at the course early on and had a chance to go.
Why did you do that?
I was interviewing Mark for a LinkedIn Live show and just wanted to really get a look at the content. It was mostly, I think I designed the whole thing just to get a look at it, but it was really impressive. And I have to say, Mark is unique in that he has a passion for an education in AI over a very long period of time, over a decade. So it isn't that he became interested in this when Salesforce became interested. He also has Salesforce expertise. So this is kind of the perfect moment. But one of the things that's so important is being able to communicate with the GPT technology to be able to really learn how to leverage it and maximize it. It is an incredible tool in order to make things so much easier and faster than we can do things on our own. Very much dives into prompt engineering, which most people are hearing so much about right now. Their flows. So for those of you who are already, familiar with flows, it allows you to build in your own Einstein GPT without Salesforce add-ons. There's just so many exciting things around it. But one of the things I really appreciate is building the habits around using AI on a daily basis. And I know, Lynn, you and I have talked about this quite a bit, but jumping into AI and learning and sort of going through a bit of that discomfort of doing things that are new, and especially that are really, revolutionary in many ways, it has been such a huge boost for productivity and impact in just a short period of time.
Absolutely. And even for us in our job, we're starting to find the introduction of something new every day, I think. So it is certainly exciting times ahead for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So, and it is the opportunity to benefit from. So those of you who are familiar with the course, the AI Force course is on demand and it's excellent. It is challenging sometimes for people that may not learn that way the best. So at Supermums, part of how we work the majority of our courses is this blend of flexible, on-demand learning that our community loves because it can fit around other responsibilities, but also this live component so that there's someone to talk to and learn from and learn with, and then a supportive community going through a learning journey. So we've taken that structured, excellent content that Mark put together with his AI Force course and wrapped it in the Supermum goodness, which is a 10-week structured course. So there's guided on-demand curriculum. There are one-on-one with the cohort 30-minute live sessions each week. And those are happening at 3 p.m. BST or 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. for me here on the West Coast. You will have 90 days of unlimited access to AI Force training in the Salesforce AI engine. So it's a great time to be hands-on and really work on some projects. And you have a full year of access to the training platform, updates, new features, and it is changing so quickly. So to make this, really limited investment to boost these skills and have access and learn and be on this journey together in a really, concentrated, specific way for 10 weeks, but really be on this year-long journey of learning together is such a special opportunity. I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely. I mean, and I suppose the question that is on everybody's lips is, when is it and how much it's going to cost me? So I'll move on to that slide next. So in terms of the cost and the start date, so in the US, you're going to pay $497. But there is a way of spreading the cost if you want to. It's going to cost you a little bit more to do that, of course, as with any installment plan, but that will be 3 at $177. There is an option when you go to pay, and it will give you both of those options. In the UK, so EMEA-based costings, it's going to be on the exchange rate on the day. But I mean, I've checked today and it's about 410 GBP. So that just gives you a bit of an idea what it's going to cost you over here. And the more important thing is, when is it going to start? And it's going to start on Monday. So Monday the 9th. So you haven't got much time. So you really need to get involved if you want to get involved. don't get left behind, because this is just gonna snowball and snowball, and it's just gonna take you by surprise if you don't.
Yes. And I would say, Lynn, this is an incredible value. This is one of those moments where just having this to add to your resume and your LinkedIn profile, almost whatever your job is, frankly, is so smart. And I can't imagine having that return, not be very immediate. And frankly, just learning outside of the Salesforce specific part of it, of just learning from Mark on GPT technology, and that can be used outside and in so many different ways. It was excellent. I really was very impressed, and would encourage anyone to take advantage of this while it exists. So it's and if those of you who may have looked at it in the past or with AI Force, it's actually the exact same cost. So all of the things that Supermums is adding for the course and the live and all the components, there is no additional charge for that.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to move on to the last one, which is any questions. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that I can see all you lovely people and see all the lovely questions coming in.
Yes. A lot of the questions that I got that Mark and I got on our prior call were just about kind of the timing of when things were going to be happening and rolling into various Salesforce jobs. And even in my interview with Mark was in this late summer. And I would say it's only October, so it's, weeks from then, and it has moved so quickly. So I would say where at that time it was, rolling out into certain things, the investment and the push that Salesforce has to just put AI throughout their systems, I would say there's a huge demand to make sure that you are comfortable, even if you don't have an expertise. And some of us are really going to be inspired by the AI technology and probably go in that direction. But for all of us, being able to be familiar, to be a little brave for some of us, to venture into territory that is unknown in many ways. The AI isn't new, but this specifically the ChatGPT phenomenon that made it very accessible to all of us, because that chat is comfortable for all of us. It just brought it into the mainstream. And so I would say that is a huge thing around the timing. There's really no time to wait, and it will help you expand your opportunities, but honestly be a bit of a safeguard to anything that you're doing now as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know we were talking earlier about, the exciting things that we do in our day-to-day, everyday job. I mean, every time I ask you a question, you look it up on ChatGPT. so it's crazy, isn't it? And I'll tell you what I did the other day, which was, it blows your mind sometimes, was I wanted to find some words in a context, and I had a big document. I just literally put it into ChatGPT and just put in, show me the sentences that include this word, and there they came. I love it. It's so exciting, isn't it? And obviously for us as well, every day in our work, we speak to someone. We then used to put all their information into Salesforce. We used to type it all up. Now we just say it to Alfred and he types it for us.
Absolutely. I look back when I was getting certified, I had quit my job, saved enough money to take 3 months and just dive into tech. I hadn't had any tech background, and I didn't know about Supermums at the time. And it was so overwhelming, but I took this job at an employee benefits consulting firm during the open enrollment season, and they use Service Cloud. So I thought, I've never used it. It would give me a chance to be hands-on. It was only a 90-day commitment. I thought, this is amazing. Well, I about lost my mind having to dig around and try and find things. And it was just hard. I'm much more gracious and patient with customer service people now. I had no idea how difficult it was. But when I think about AI and the ability now to have these AI tools where somebody could have just called in and it would have beautifully pulled up the information, searched through everything, written up the email and created this very gracious, specific communication for both me as an employee and for the person who was looking for advice. Transformational. So I think as we sort of go through these life experiences, and there will be some, there's some challenges to it, of course. And I know sometimes there's some fears, and there will be things that we will miss and we'll want that personal touch. But hopefully it will also bring about, more time for people to take great care of customers and being able to use data and really create customer experiences that are so excellent, which is the foundation of Salesforce, of course, is how do we really, create these meaningful experiences with employees and customers and prospects and help us do our job better. And it's really changing things. So I think it's exciting. And the more we can explore it. And I love spending time with Mark, and those of you that will take the opportunity to do this, his passion will come forward, and the way that he explains it and teaches. I would also say one of the questions we get is, do I need to be technical? Like, do I need a technical background? And I would say you do not need a technical background. Of course, with anything, you might have a little more comfort with technology that way. But this is the instructors, Mark, Liam, Abby, they're going to be so welcoming and make it very accessible. It's going to be a tremendous 10 weeks. I can't wait.
Absolutely. And it's funny because we've spoken about this. I mean, obviously we've had many conversations, Shellen, but we've spoken about this many times, the joys of phones. Sorry, I should have put it on silent. So I was going to say my story is very similar to yours, except the fact that I was an end user in my previous role, and I loved the functionality of Salesforce, and I just knew that that's the direction I wanted to go in. So I, a bit like you, finished with my last role, signed up with Supermums, and haven't looked back. So I think that's where we're both the same, because we've both done a course with Supermums, and it's got us to where we are now. So, and of course, moving ahead, it's just all so exciting. Every day you wake up and it's like Christmas, because there's something new exciting to happen. If you want to just talk for a minute, I'm going to grab some links and pop into the chat so that everybody knows where to sign up.
Perfect. Well, and I'll share a little bit more about the course itself. So the course is broken into learning modules. And so you'll have a chance to, and it's Mark teaching and explaining and really putting things into context. And then you have a chance to really be learning, doing some hands-on work. For those of you who may have more Salesforce experience, you'll be able to move, I guess, at a more rapid pace. For those of you who may not know a specific area, Mark did a beautiful job of creating the back information and training and some trails to bring you up to that place. So if there's a place, that you could need a little more foundational learning, you will have access to that. So it will really walk you all the way through. And at the end, you'll have the opportunity to have the AI for Sales Supermums certification. You will also be prepared for the brand new Salesforce Associate AI certification. So that will also be built into the curriculum.
Which Shellen's got, I might add.
Yes.
You got it. I know.
Yes. And it's, it is a foundational one. So it is unlike, for those of you who have taken other certifications, it's not that rich, robust, deep certification. It is accessible, and you will be well prepared at the end. So just having that certification, leaning into that, having that on your LinkedIn profile and your resume really speaks to your current employer or future employers that they can put you in the mix. And if it comes down between you and another candidate, and you're someone that has that AI willingness to learn and that you've taken some steps forward, every company is going to have to deal with this. And so having an employee who is more inclined, because there's been some really interesting studies done, and about 1 in 10 employees are expected to be prepared. So that can really help you stand out as a candidate and an internal team member.
Definitely. And I think like you say, I mean, it's something that isn't going to go away. Whether you're afraid of it or whether you're excited like we are, maybe not quite as excited as we are, but you know, it's here to stay. And Salesforce themselves, you know, they're saying that there's going to be another 11.6 million job roles within the ecosystem by 2028. So it's huge, you know, to get into Salesforce alone, you know, hopefully you're going to move forward with it, but with the AI as well, you know, it's going to stand out. You know, I mean, we know that your transferable skills and your personality all comes into getting a job role, but if you've got that great knowledge and the certification showing on your CV, on your resume as well, it just speaks volumes about you. And if you're willing to learn and to upskill, then, you know, it's the sky's the limit for you, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, please feel free to, if you watch this recording and have a question, or if you take a moment and have a question that you didn't have a chance to ask us, please feel free to add it to the comments. Our team is always monitoring questions and comments, and we really appreciate that.
Absolutely. And what I've done is I've dropped the link in for you to be able to have a look through, see all about the course, have a look at the curriculum, have a look at, you know, how to sign up if that's what you choose to do. If in the interim you've got any questions, you are very welcome to find us on social media. Please follow us. Please, you know, we'll accept you if you ask, and, you know, drop us a private message in there. We have got the links to both mine, I'm Lynn, and Shellin's Calendly diary. So you're welcome to book some time in with us. Grab yourself a coffee, come and have a chat. We don't bite, and, you know, it's just quite nice to really clear up all of your questions. Come with a big long list. That's how we like it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's probably, I can't actually see any questions just yet, but I'm sure that the people that are watching, thank you for watching today, by the way. I'm sure that you will think of something. It might be that you want to ask us personally. Well, as I've said, you know where we are, so please feel free to reach out.
Exactly. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, same time.
Bye.
Bye. See you on Wednesday.
See you. Bye.